Have you ever seen such a busy class? These children are making costumes from a story we've read. They're going to act out the story in a little play. I know they'll enjoy that. They're all excited about giving the play today, but you should have seen them a month ago. It looked like they might never give a play then. A month ago, the class had not learned how to get along together. Some of them fought over the costumes. Others argued over who would take the parts and other things. The few boys and girls who were trying to work together couldn't get much done. I decided we'd have to stop all our preparations. These boys and girls wouldn't be able to put on a play until they learned to get along together. Of course, they were disappointed, yet they knew that they were not getting along very well. So we sat down and had a talk, and we discussed things they could do that would help them get along with each other. I think they understood how important that was, and they said they would try. That was a month ago. Boys and girls can learn a lot in 1 month. Let me tell you about some of the things I've seen these boys and girls do in the past week, and you can see how much they've improved. Billy, for example. I saw Billy playing football a couple of days ago. It was his turn to carry the ball. He thought he had a touchdown, but the other boys said he'd been tagged. At first, Billy was angry. As you might expect, he didn't like being called back. He started to argue about being tagged. But then he remembered our talk about getting along with others. He accepted the decision and played fair. He played by the rules of the game. Do you think a boy who has learned to play fair can get along with others? What about Sally? Yesterday, I saw Sally jumping rope. Judy, one of the new girls in our class, wanted to jump rope too, but she was afraid to ask. Sally could see that Judy wanted to play. Can you think of what Sally did to be friendly to Judy? Of course. She asked Judy if she wanted to play too. Do you think a girl who has learned to be friendly knows how to get along with others? That same day, I saw Anne, another one of the girls in our class, come to school with a new doll. The other girls wanted to hold the doll. If you were Anne, would you share the doll with the other girls? Anne did. Do you think a girl who has learned to share things knows how to get along with others? In the afternoon, I saw Steve, one of the boys in our class. Jimmy was having trouble with his bike. The chain had come off, and Jimmy didn't know how to fix it. What do you suppose happened next? Steve knew how to fix the chain, so he helped him put it back on. Do you think a boy who has learned to be helpful knows how to get along with others? It seems these boys and girls get along very well with others at play. How do you suppose they get along with others at home? I've heard about some of the things Jimmy has learned to do at home. Jimmy has started putting his things away when he's done with them. That way, he can find them later. By taking care of his things, Jimmy is saving his parents the work of cleaning up after him. Do you think taking care of things helps you to get along with your parents? This past week, Judy has started helping her mother with the dishes. Do you think a girl who has learned to help her parents knows how to get along with others? What about getting along with brothers or sisters? A few days ago, Donald and his sister were watching television. His sister wanted to change the station, but Donald wanted to keep the same program. Dad reminded him that they had already seen one program that Donald wanted to see. Donald knew that that was right, so he let his sister have her turn. Do you think that a boy who has learned to take turns knows how to get along with others? Yes, these boys and girls do seem to be getting along well at home and at play. And they've learned how to get along well here in the classroom, too. For example, look at Donald now. He wants to get some water from the sink, but some of the other boys and girls are already waiting. What will he do? Of course, he's going to the end of the line to wait his turn. Waiting our turn, we know, helps us get along with others. Steve has finished using the sink, but he sees the mess that has been left. By cleaning the sink, he's doing his part to keep the room clean. Don't you think being helpful is a good way to get along with others? What about Ann and Johnny? Johnny borrowed Ann's pencil, and now he's sharpening it before returning it to Ann. Taking care of the things we borrow and sharing things helps us get along with others. Do you think these boys and girls have learned enough about getting along well together so that we can put on our play? All right, boys and girls, finish your costumes and clean up the tables. I think we're ready to give our play. Let's see how they work together. By working together, they're able to put their materials away quickly. Heavy tables are easy to move out of the way when there are others to help. With the chairs in a circle, everyone in the class can sit together. The boys and girls can use their costumes to show the parts they will play. Well, it seems that Billy and Johnny have made the same costume. What will they do? Well, they've decided to take turns, so each of them will have a chance at the part. Yes, these boys and girls have learned many things about getting along with others. They'll have fun giving the play. Everything we do becomes more fun when we know how to get along with others.